what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. Episode 109 is going to be our daily knockout tournament run to win this Team of the Season Pulisic. So if you do enjoy today's video, make sure you show your appreciation by smashing a thumbs up on the video. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes on this video. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. So moving on in to the squad that we're currently rocking. You guys know that I have like 4 marquee players in Lallana, Sigurdsson, Mane, and Heung-min Son. So the team is looking really good and I'm really enjoying it as well. Now, I've had loads of you suggesting a set of Eredivisie players that I could buy, because I was talking about maybe trying to bring in some different players. For now, I don't know if I can afford them, because actually some of those players have risen in price, and the likes of Guardado and stuff, like 80-something thousand coins. I'm currently sitting on around 50 or 60 or something like that. I would literally have to sell Lallana, and I guess you were giving me suggestions if I was to sell Lallana. So I'll think about it. I'll figure out what we're going to do in due course, but I think there was either the suggestion of... No, I think the main suggestion was Moreno, the centre-back, the Mexican centre-back, followed by Guardado as the centre midfielder, who would get a perfect link, and then I could use either the left-back Team of the Season Haps, or the right-back Team of the Season... Karsdorp is the guy that I could use, depending on which side I wanted to build on. So it's definitely something I've got in my mind. Maybe we'll do that in a couple of episodes' time or something like that. However, we move into that first match of ours and we go 1-0 down in the 22nd minute. It was a classic sort of counter-attack. I was attacking, he then got the ball, whipped it up, and then managed to score the goal from it. Simple as that. I wasn't too worried though, because I felt like I was holding my own against this guy. I just got to actually learn to score them. The one-on-one situations. For some reason, the last few days for me, they've been god-awful. Like, I can't score one-on-ones. I don't know what it is. And also, I've been seeing quite a few comments about how god-awful my defending is. Thanks for that. Pointing out something I already know. I'm working on it, but I'm just not very good at defending. It's as simple as that, really. I'm just not very good at FIFA in general. But I sort of hold my own, and we managed to get some... You know, we got Sigurdsson last week, so that's a good thing. Today we're aiming to get, of course, Team of the Season Pulisic. Is it Pulisic or Pulisic? I don't know how to pronounce it. However, you know, we move on. I picked the ball up here with a nice tackle from Keane. Sigurdsson picks it up. He's got enough space and time to smash a thunderbolt, and you just know he's going to do it. Because I friggin' love this guy's long shots. I don't know how many times I can say it, but he is the long shot king. Just look at it. It's a beautiful strike. You basically get in front of goal. If there's no defenders around you, hold that B button down nearly all the way and he just unleashes the Kraken. It's a ridiculous, like, nearly overpowered shot that he's got on this game. It's got to be to do with the long shot stat that he's got, the finishing that he's got, and of course, the long shot taker trait. He does it again, like literally, look at the top left corner, 90th minute. We're in extra time of that final part of the game, and I just picked the ball up and hit it with him. I think I hit the finesse button with that particular shot, and I felt like I should have won that game, so to go 2-1 up in the 90th minute is fine. I feel like I deserved the win, but boy, did that come in, it come a little bit late. Like, we'd been trying that whole second half to get a goal, and all of a sudden it comes right at the end. Just feels a bit suspect, really, sometimes. But yeah, I think that one I did deserve. We got nearly 500 coins for the win. We're not after the coins right now. It's not the biggest of deals. We are after that player. So round 1 is complete. Brilliant. That's fine. I can go ahead, stick a squad fitness on the team. We've got 19 goals and 3 assists in 14 games for Sigurdsson at Cam. He's been that impressive. We can move on into our second round game. So we come up against this guy. He's got a 4-5-1 Premier League side. No special items, nothing like that. Just a really average, or you could even call that like a basic team at this stage in FIFA. Heung-min Son plays it through to Mane. I try and Berber spin, but for some reason it doesn't actually do the Berber spin for me. It happens time and time again. But it's positive that we're getting through on goal. We get through on goal again. I missed that one. But I whip in a corner here, and Heung-min Son manages to get his head on it, and it does count as a goal. Somehow the defender didn't block that one on the line, and it counts as Heung-min Son's header from the corner. I'll take that. We go 1-0 up, and we definitely deserve to be 1-0 up. We'd been absolutely peppering this guy's goal, but just somehow not sticking the ball away. Son pushes into my opponent's box, and I try and whip that one across because I see Mane and Sigurdsson arriving in the box, but unfortunately the defender manages to block that one. As you can see, I'm just, every time I get the ball with Sigurdsson outside the box, I just hit shoot. I just absolutely bang it and hope that he can score it. I think I do it again here. I just unleash the Kraken, but Petr Cech this time managing to save 2 out of 2. So, Kante works his way into the box, plays it off to Heung-min Son, gets past a couple of defenders with some nice dribbling, and that's a lovely low driven to stick into that bottom corner, and we do double our lead and go 2-0 up. I thought it's probably going to be it for this guy, simply because we were dominating. We've had 13 shots in the first half. That's pretty poor from me, not to net more from taking 13 shots, I must admit. But Petr Cech was doing alright, and actually I was just hitting some long shots and stuff. I felt super comfortable in this game, so it's a dangerous spot to be because I'm 2-0 up and I'm feeling comfortable. But we do get another slice of, I don't know if it's a slice of luck or things went our way somewhat. He gives a penalty away as I was literally about to shoot on goal, and Nathaniel Klein gets a straight red card. Puts my opponent down to 10 men, and he loses his quickest defender, so that's probably going to be an issue for him as well. I decided to take this one with Heung-min Son. He might not have the best penalty stats, but he does somehow tuck that one under Petr Cech. I don't know how. That shouldn't happen. The keeper should really save that, shouldn't he? But he gets his hat-trick, and I'd much rather take, if ever there's a player on 2 goals and we win a penalty, the guy who's on his hat-trick gets to take it. I don't care what penalty stat they've got. Like, you just deserve to take that to complete your hat-trick. And then we finally get a goal inside the box again with Sigurdsson. He doesn't score many of them, but that is enough to make my opponent decide he's had enough for today, and we can progress into the semi-finals. Now, not team of the season Mane, ones to watch Mane, has been pretty quiet the last couple of games. So again, that's something I'm bearing in mind. Do we need to get someone different in there? Is he pulling his weight? I don't really know. We'll see how he does it in the rest of the games here. Again, we come up against kind of like a basic team for this stage in FIFA. I was also playing this tournament on my main account, and you wouldn't believe some of the teams you come up against. I think it is totally random until you get to the final, or even saying that, like, someone tweeted me that he was in the final, and he lost to a guy who, when he messaged him afterwards, said, no, I'm only in the second round. So I thought it was like seeded in the final. I'm not too sure. It might just be a little bit of the luck of the draw. So some terrible defending later. We go 1-0 down in the 31st minute against this guy. I don't know what it was about him, but every time he turned with a player, I turned the other way. Like, I was not able to read this guy. Seemed really solid on the ball, and there were multiple chances for him to go another goal up in the game, but he just didn't quite take it. So I pushed through with Anthony Martial, who I brought on as a substitute here. 75th minute. He was fresh, a lot more fresh than those centre-backs, and his pace and composure was able to tuck that one into the bottom corner and get us our equaliser. And the way he celebrates with the real sort of fist pumpy type action and the gritted teeth and stuff is really how I react when I score a goal like that and get back into the game. I'm like, yes, just happy, really, just happy to get back in the game and have the potential for the dream to not be over, because this is like 3 relatively stressful games in this. You know, when you're in the semi-final, you've played 3 games. You might have easily got there. A lot of the time it's taken you 90 minutes, 3 lots of times. You don't always get rage quits and stuff. We'll talk about this in a minute. My opponent gives away a penalty, and Anthony Martial, from coming on as a substitute, has completely and utterly changed the game. I step up with Gylfi, and I just completely bottle it. And the goalkeeper picks it up. And that, with 10 minutes to go, was my main chance to get the winner. My opponent then held possession for a little bit and decided that he wanted to take this one to extra time. I guess he felt like he had more of a chance than I did. And that chance comes in the 92nd minute, literally as soon as we kicked off from extra time. He gets a penalty, steps up with Cavani, but sends it wide at the post. So we've now both missed a penalty, and I get through with Martial, take the shot, but Costil is there to save. This one is tense. It's literally end to end. And in the second half of extra time, he gets through with Cavani. He beats my goalie, but wide at the post. It's literally going to come right down to the wire here. 117th minute. Heung-min Son is through on goal, and we managed to score that one. And he runs off celebrating. Don't ask me how we've ended up winning this game, but we bloody well have. in the 117th, 118th minute. If only we'd have just scored that penalty in the 80th minute, we could have been done, and it would have been less stress. I'd have had more hair at the end of the episode, and you know, I will have lost less, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, in a very tense, tough game, we managed to get through. Now, what you're seeing here is, I think if you apply a physical training item, it gives a player better stamina. And for those couple of players in my team that have dodgy stamina, Sigurdsson's one of them, I thought it would be beneficial for the final to have them on the pitch for the whole 90 minutes, as opposed to having to bring them off for someone subpar. So I did that just to see if it would work and stuff, and we move on into our final. This guy had a nice team. He had Sigurdsson, so we know that he's already won a tournament in the past, which means he's capable. And when Player of the Month Harry Kane scores that goal in the 7th minute, I'm down and out. I've completely tilted. I've just lost my head because I marked that, and I thought 6'2" Alonso is going to be able to win that in the air. He just wasn't able to. Lallana pushes through, sends it across, and when Petr Cech saves that, like, completely and utterly 100% goal in my head, I really have tilted. Mane plays it in to Harry Kane, who knocks it to Sigurdsson, who sticks it in the back of the net. He runs off celebrating, but it was offside just. So we keep it the scoreline at 1-0. And as you can see, Courtois is doing his best to keep me in this game. Harry Kane and co absolutely peppering my goal here. Sigurdsson gets the chance to play it to Kane, but it is straight in to Courtois' arms. And at the halftime break, we are pretty much down and out here. He's had more possession, more shots, just generally looks like a better player, and someone that he's going to stop me from winning this Team of the Season Pulisic. But then Michael Keane steps up and nods one in at that front post, like he has done for me time and time again. On both of my accounts, I've got him. He's up there. I gotta say, he might be my favourite centre-back on the game right now, just because, one, he's like affordable. I think he's 100k. So he's one of the more affordable TOTS centre-backs in a great league, a great nation, all of that stuff. He's usable as well. And I just really like the fact that he's got good dribbling and stuff. Here is where things change. 68th minute, I'm through. One-on-one with Martial. I take this shot. It comes off the post. Like, that was my chance to win this game. And Martial, obviously, who I have brought on in replace of Mane, is creating havoc right now. He's the one with lots of energy, lots of pace, lots of strength. And I play it across to Heung-min Son in the 90th minute. And we do manage to get the winner. The winning goal in the final comes in the 90th minute. Just like how we scored in the first round, the 90th minute. I'm not sure. No, we caused a rage quit in the second round. But we scored right at the end of the third, in the semi-final. And then the final we win in the 90th minute as well. Like, just way to make it hard on yourself, mate. But we do win the Daily Knockout Tournament. I've not been hiding that. I've not been trying to string you guys along the whole way. It is the title of this video. It is the thumbnail, all of that stuff. This was the journey of how we won Team of the Season Pulisic, who looks like a fantastic super sub. Now, I don't have a Bundesliga side on this account, so it's not like I'm going to build a team around him. He probably won't be in my starting 11, but damn straight he's going to be on my bench and someone that I can bring on. Because 94 pace, 89 dribbling, 85 shooting, and 88 passing is the sort of statage that I'm looking to bring on in that 60th, 70th minute to give me an extra burst, or even in extra time if we push on through to give me that extra burst up until the 120th minute. He does only have 3-star skills. He's got 4-star weak foot though, so looks to be a bit of a beast. Hopefully you guys have had the chance this week to go ahead and win him. If you haven't, then I guess he's not the best card in the world, right? But he does look like a fantastic option as a super sub. So I think every week, if you get the chance to try and play these daily knockouts, it is worth it just to see what you can get your hands on. But Mane, as you can see, stat-wise, is looking a lot more quiet than 89 rated Son is right now. So Son's really pulling through and doing the business. And then Sigurdsson with 20 goals and 6 assists in 17 games. That's some crazy stats, considering a lot of that has been these tense games in the Daily Knockout, in the Weekend League. It's been pretty impressive. So there you have it, guys. That is the episode for today. That is our journey of winning Team of the Season Pulisic. If you've enjoyed, smash a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the card down below in that comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.